So excited to have our headliner here. Are you guys Margaret Cho fans?
Yeah!
Do you remember the line, "And I'm the one that I want," where Mommy says, "Margaret, I have a friend who's gay. His name is Scott." That's our headliner tonight, you guys. He's a very funny guy. He's been doing comedy in California for a very long time. He's hosting his own, or producing his own show in the San Fernando Valley called Out in the Valley. Long list of credits we won't get into to his name. Very, very funny guy, and we're very happy to have him here with us tonight. Please welcome to the stage your headliner for tonight, Mr. Scott Silverman.
Hello, hello, hello. Let's hear for Sarah and all the great comics you've seen so far. I did not realize my jacket looked as much as it did to the background. Oops. Hi. I know, I have the HIV too. I usually work at straight clubs, and I've been out on stage for 20 years because I wanted to make sure I'd never be famous. And it's fun because I don't look that gay, and then I start talking, and I can hear and see the audience, so like, oh, wait a minute. I know that accent. He is from gay. Or Encino. Oh, for sure. So I love listening to people talk about meeting their significant other online. I met my significant other online. We've been together for 10 years. We met in an AOL chat room. They're fucking old school. Okay? Fuck Grindr. We had to be at home on a landline. Almost like meeting in person, you know? We've been together for 10 years, but he's still just my boyfriend because we didn't get married. We did not know that it was a limited time offer. I've had coupons from Bed Bath & Beyond that have lasted longer than my right to marry. I just want to get married so I can have a wedding and I can invite all of my straight friends to my bachelor party. I have been to so many bachelor parties, and here's the thing, I know there's straight guys here, and I know you got gay friends and you're cool, but here's a little tip. It is never funny to have the stripper lap dance on the gay guy. That is such a waste of $20. Because, you know, she's all, yeah! And I'm all, girl, blend your makeup in through here. Looks like you're wearing a mask. What's going on? I will not stand there and try and catch the garter, okay? If I catch it, I am putting it on. Oh gosh, I went to my best friend's wedding, and I'm not Julia Roberts. My best friend is a straight guy. I know it's weird, he can't help it, he is born that way. And it's so funny because we've been friends for a really long time, and he's my bestie. He's totally my bestie. He's like, stop telling people I'm your bestie on stage. And I'm like, why? He goes, because we sound like 14-year-old girls. I'm like, okay, I won't do it anymore. He goes, okay, pinky swear. His name is Dan, and he is very cool. He is reasonably attractive for a straight man. Which means that because he is in my gay zone, people mistake him for being gay as well. He is gay by association. And girls love that, because girls love gay men. And, you know, they go to him, they're like, oh, Dan, you're so cute, too bad you're gay. And he's like, hey, maybe you can change me. show me your vagina. Let me see if I can figure out how it works. Like, wow, you're fucking good at this for a gay man. So I'm gay, and I'm really, really, really into cars, and that freaks people out. Especially straight people, like, you're gay and you're into cars. Isn't that lesbian territory? And I'm like, no, that's motorcycles, duh. I have a sports car, which gets me into lots of trouble, because guys want to race, and here's the thing. The guys that want to race you are never in real sports cars. They aren't. Here's a little rule. The more beautiful the car, the more expensive it is, the more likely it was bought to impress the ladies. And here's the thing, guys. Women are smart enough to know that you can get a lease on anything. So they are not impressed. Gay men, we don't care. We're like, hello, who's in there? Hi there. The more beautiful the car, the uglier the guy driving it. It is the law. It is so sad. And I am very partial to the Corvette. That's my car. I love it. Oh. And seriously, I'll pull up next to a guy in a Corvette, and it's like, hey, who's in there? Ah! Dude, tint the windows on that thing. Oh my God, you are ruining that car. Talk about Beauty and the Beast. The guys that want to race me are in muscle cars, which I love as well, because they're muscle cars. Get it? Because I got muscle. For those of you who don't know, muscle cars are cars like the Ford Mustang, the late Trans Am, and my favorite, the Chevy Camaro. Oh, I love the Camaro. New, old, love them. I pulled up next to this guy in a Camaro, and not only did he have a Camaro, but he painted flames on the side. I was like, ooh, enchanté. Dude, your car's on fire. I'm sorry, but a Camaro with flames painted on it, it just looks like a giant Hot Wheels to me. It's like there better be a big orange loop in front of us or no dice. I love it. The lesbians are laughing, the gay men are like, what is he talking about? I'm talking about the Hot Wheels track. You might have used it to make a belt. Possibly a headband. Maybe a little early light S&M. Wow! Oh! Do that again. Here's how I can tell that guys want to race me. They gun their engines at me, which is so lame. I'm sitting there minding my own business, and you know, a guy pulled up next to me, and all of a sudden I hear, it shakes my car. I'm like, ah! Dude, are you kidding? Have you seen gas prices lately? I mean, really? Now, I'm a guy. I can't help it. I rev my engine back at him. But I have a sports car, but it's a Honda CRX. So I'm like, oh yeah? Well, sounds like a Singer sewing machine being throttled. A little sweater drops out from under my car. Let's race. I didn't get a CRX because it's a sports car. I bought it because it's a two-seater. Because I hate having people in my car. Ugh. I cannot stand backseat driving, so I eliminated the back seat. But you still have to deal with the person in the passenger seat. Editorializing your driving with their body language, you know what I'm talking about. You're swerving through traffic and they're hitting the imaginary brake on the passenger side. Yeah, every car has one. You're like, and they're like, Oh, I hate that so much. That makes me want to ram into the car in front of me and go, oh my god, your brakes aren't working. I can't do that. My car doesn't have airbags. It just has a Ziploc tape to the dashboard that says, good luck. Oh no. I've had that car for a long time. In fact, I got that car when I was a student at San Diego State University. Let's see, what did I learn at San Diego State? I can make a bong out of anything. I'm like MacGyver with drug paraphernalia. Let's go! San Diego is a very Greek school. I was in a fraternity for a while until I realized I could get a boyfriend for free. I just thought it was too gay to be in a fraternity. I'm like, this is way too gay, even for me. I'm sorry. I have a degree in communication from before the internet, so that worked out well, huh? I loved SDSU, best 6.5 years of my life. Oh, so, happy Easter and happy Passover, everybody. We survived. Oh, I'm a Jew, in case you couldn't tell. Wait, now you can. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah. Okay. I recently heard, because you know when you're Jewish and you travel around the country, people will tell you all kinds of Jewish stereotypes about Jews that you didn't know being a Jew. And I heard recently that there's a big stereotype that Jewish men cannot dance. I'm a great dancer, ever since my bar mitzvah. I am such a great dancer, I think I'm going to go on Dancing with the Stars of David. I'm going to go on So You Think Jew Can Dance.
Ever since I cried.
I'm a fucking great dancer. It's amazing how anti-Semitic this country still is. You know, I travel a lot, and, you know, I figure if people are going to hassle me, it's because I'm a big gay. And no, I'm wrong. I was doing a show somewhere in the middle of the country, and I don't know where. I don't care. It doesn't matter. All I know is it was real rural. It was real rural. I'm like, those are some big dogs. And somebody's like, that's a cow. I'm like, oh. Weird. All right. What's that fluffy thing? Is that a cloud? That's a sheep. Oh. I see. So I'm doing the show, and I'm hanging out, and I'm doing an okay set, and this guy starts heckling me, and he starts calling me a kike, which is a really rude name for a Jew, so don't ever use that. But I'm so much more attuned to homophobia, I thought he said dyke. And I'm like, thanks. Then I realized what he said, I'm like, kike? Ew. That is so 1950s. So I just looked him right in the eye, right the little holes he had cut in his hood. I said, I'm really glad that you're here dealing with your problem with anti-Semitism because it means that you're giving the sheep at the farm the night off. And then I ran for my fucking life. Oh my God, what was I thinking? Fucking idiot! So, my boyfriend is not Jewish. Which is fine with me. My grandmother used to be very bothered by it because I would bring guys for her to meet, and no matter who they were, is he Jewish? Right in front of him, is he Jewish? Is he Jewish? I'm like, come on, Grandma, he's Asian, you're not even trying.
Was this before or after Shabbat?
I've I've actually been to church with my boyfriend. Fun! Yes, fun! I wanted to get into it. I wanted to, when in Rome, I wanted to give confession, and he wouldn't let me because he was afraid I'd be in there for like a week and a half. And the priest would be like, and then? And then, how old was he? Ew! So we had a big fight afterwards. I was like, argh! And I just put my foot up on that footrest. And my boyfriend's like, oh, those are not for your feet, those are for your knees. I'm like, ooh. You Catholics are more fun than I thought. I guess I'm forgiven. This woman behind me got all mad. She's like, you are going straight to hell. And I'm like, first of all, I don't go straight anywhere. And I'm Jewish, we don't have hell. Ha ha, just retail. Ha ha. But when I was at church, I realized something. Madonna, mother of us all, pointed out something a long time ago. Somebody's like, why do you always wear crosses? And she's like, because they're sexy. Because there's a naked man on them. And I was like, whoa? So when I was in church, I'm like, there is a naked dude on there. And he is cute. So that means Jesus is totally my type. He is so my type. My grandmother would have been happy. A waspy looking Jew. And he was hot. I was like, wow, that is quite a body. He is rocking a six-pack. My boyfriend's like, that's not a six-pack. He's emaciated. I'm like, not in Los Angeles, honey. That is camera ready. That is fucking, take that picture.
Not at the Miracle Mile.
Too fat for the Miracle Mile. West Hollywood. You better get some crystal meth on, bitch. Oh God, I'm disgusting. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. So, I lived with a girl for a very long time. I lived with Margaret for a really long time. And it was really fun. So I know a lot about living with women. I think there's a bunch of straight guys in here. There's a few straight guys. Yeah, I can tell by his hair. No, it's good. It's good for a straight guy. I feel that part of being a gay man is helping your straight guy friends be better to the women in their lives. Because here's the thing, gentlemen, that you've got to realize: women are stronger than us, okay? They can do things like childbirth. I just found out something. This friend of mine from high school had a baby, and she had natural childbirth, which I thought all childbirth was, because that's how gay I am. I'm like, doesn't it all come out of the vagina? It's real natural that way. Natural childbirth, I was informed, is labor without drugs. What? I have never done labor without drugs. If I have to clean the bathroom, I'm taking a hit of ecstasy. Oh, so shiny! Feels so good to clean this. See, my friend Karen had a baby, and I was one of the guys, pacing in the waiting room, all, oh gosh, I hope this goes okay. And her husband was in there with her. Dave got a little uncomfortable. Apparently he fucking fainted, you puss! The kid started to crown, which is not a tiara, gay man. Totally not what you think. Crowning, I would have been so excited. Karen was in labor for a long time. And when the baby finally came out, I mean, she knows she's a strong woman, you know. She was like, oh, and she rose up in the stirrups. And she's like, look at that! Look at that. That's another person, and it came out of me! What can you do, motherfucker? Dave's all revived, and he's going, that's my Camaro out there in the parking lot. And I painted the flames on it myself, you boots. Dan I had to educate. Dan is actually now married. Thank God. Married him off. Oh my God. And when he first started living with his girlfriend, he'd never lived with a lady going through the menses. This is where my education has to come in and help him. I had to take him aside. Because, you know, Dan is a straight guy. And, you know, his girlfriend was, you get that time of the month, you get a little sensitive. You know, it's like, you know, I lived with a girl for a really long time. I think I'm still on her cycle. And, she was feeling sensitive, and, you know, she's expecting a little sensitivity for her man, but her man's a man. So he's like, what is your fucking problem? Stop crying, you bitch. Cut to him calling me. He is locked in the kitchen pantry. I can hear shit crashing against the door. He's like, Allison is being such a bitch. I think she's on the rag or something. I'm like, hey! Hey, you'd be kind of cranky if you bled from your genitals month to month too, you know? Look, just do what I say. Get her a Hershey bar and some Doritos and everything will be fine. And if she says iron the carpet, iron the fucking carpeting! Just do it! Dropping some knowledge on ya. Actually my friends, because I'm old, my friends are now old enough to have children that might possibly be gay. And so I'm the expert, apparently. And so they're like, God, oh my God, do you think Patrick is gay? Do you think my son is gay? And I'm like, I don't know, because I am not gay TSA. I cannot wave a wand over Patrick to see if he's got some gay stash in his pocket. I will have to look at his iPhone. Oh, no, Grindr. Oh, Grindr. Oh, Grindr. I actually had to help one of my friend's kids out of the closet by looking at his iPhone. I'm like, oh, Lady Gaga, okay. And he's like, no, my gay apprentice. Which totally makes me Dumbledore. And, anyway, I thought it'd be a good gay auntie, or whatever they call it. So I took him to the LA Auto Show. And just for shits and giggles, I'm like, hey, turn your Grindr on. Let's see where the gays are hanging out. Like, what kind of cars the gays like. Turns it on. Oh my God. Who knew they were still making the Mazda Miata? It's like we walked by the mini display, that thing blew up! Oh God, so I drink a lot of water and a lot of coffee, and when I'm in places like this, they're like, oh, are you in the program? In the program, I'm a huge stoner. So don't worry, I am not sober. Don't worry, you know. And I think part of it is my Jewish heritage. Are there any Jews in here besides me? Very few Jews. All always the problem that I had when I went to San Diego State. It was me and Amy Goldsmith, and that was it. We actually went to temple one night on a Friday night. We had nothing to do, obviously. And we went to temple, and the rabbi's like, because she's a tall, pretty blonde, because it was San Diego State, after all. They don't let you in unless you're a tall, pretty blonde. And the rabbi's like, are either of you Jewish? And she's like, Silverman, Goldsmith. He's like, oi! Of course, we were totally stoned when we were at temple. Yeah, Jews are the original stoners. Here's why. Hanukkah. You've all heard of it. It's our Christmas. Hanukkah is the festival of lights. And what the supposed thing happened was in the Bible is there was this lantern of oil that was only supposed to last one night, but it lasted 8 nights. Oh my God! It was a hybrid lantern of oil. I don't think it it lasted 8 days. I don't think that was true. I think somebody lit a big fatty off of that flame. Wow! That thing has been burning forever. It's been like a week or something, right? Oh my God, I am so hungry. Oh my God, get that bread out of the oven. I don't care if it's not ready yet. We gotta go. I'm going to hell. I'm so sorry. So, even though I've been with my man for 10 years, we don't have children because we don't want them. Because we're like, oh my God, you've been together for so long, you should totally have kids. I'm like, that's the whole reason that I turned gay, is because I don't want kids. I'm sorry, they're wonderful. And of course, because I don't like kids, they love me. They love me. It's like when you're allergic to cats, and the cats are like all up in your grill, and like, get off of me. And we live in a nice neighborhood, and there's houses, and I'll be working on my car in the driveway, getting my wax on. And the neighborhood kids are like, oh my God, what kind of car is that? And I'm like, you know what? If your parents were doing a better job, you would be afraid of me. I'm gonna go all Gran Torino on them. Get off my lawn! I'm such a dick. Alright. But, okay, so, you know, all these houses are for sale now, and there's all of these families looking in my neighborhood, all these crossover vehicles, sport utility vehicles, prowling around, and I do not want any more families in my neighborhood. So I just went ahead and I registered myself as a sex offender. On my Facebook fan page. Please hit like. As soon as Dan got his wife pregnant, I was like, you're not moving into my neighborhood. I'm sorry. No. Because, like, you know what? I'd love to be around her. I love his wife. She's really great. But I can't do the constant maintenance on Dan because he's such a stupid straight guy sometimes. And straight men, you are so lucky. You're so lucky. They are so lucky because they don't have to date other men. Hello. It can be a little difficult. And, you know, I just want to help the straight guys. I know there's not that many in here, but I want to help the other gay men who are in here, help your straight friends, because then I really think if we really make the straight guys have good, comfortable sex, they will stop worrying about ours. We can go about our business. Have some fun. So, guys, for you straight guys, I'm assuming you're straight, you look real straight with me now. I have very bad gaydar, and I'm not wearing my glasses, so... Look, you. See, I thought this outfit was great when I got done. I mean, guys, you know, straight men have so little they have to do to maintain their women, you know. So, but buy them some tampons, it's not that hard. Dan's like, I'm not buying any tampons. I'm like, dude, nobody's gonna think they're for you. What are you wearing to Rite Aid exactly? Can you see, sir, are you having a heavy flow this month? All the gay men are like, oh. We already know this shit because we live with girls. We know it, you know. All straight men have to do is, you know, buy them the tampons. And this is a really important one. Gays, pass this on to your straights. Lick in a circle. The straight men are like, is this more car talk? This is gross. Lick in a circle, but not with your whole head. That is sensitive skin down there, gentlemen. You know? Would kill you to shave. You want her to, so hello. So no more of this, guys. No more la la. La la. No! Look, Tom Sawyer, that part of the fence is already painted. The women love me. Gotta gently rock the little man in the boat. I really don't know what I'm talking about. I just learned this phonetically. The guys do know that I'm talking about cunnilingus, right? Just checking. That is not an Oldsmobile, fellas. Why is the fag telling us about this? Well, because as the old saying goes, those who can't do, teach. I'm like a PSA. Seriously. And my straight guy friends try and gross me out and like rebuttal. They're like, dude, you don't understand. It's dark down there. All of a sudden I'm imagining them in a miner's helmet with a light on it. They have to send a canary in there. I don't hear anything. One guy's all like, I could fall in. Who are you dating? And I am easily grossed out. I am easily grossed out. And this one guy goes to me, you know, man, it's like a nest of bacteria down there. Ew. Hey, you know what? Have you ever tasted balls? Yeah, fucking cry me a river. Walk a mile in my shoes. I'm so delusional. I think I'm helping. I really do. But you know what? I know there's some straight men in here.
No.
And the next time they're down there on their lady, all they're going to hear in their head is my big gay voice going, lick in a circle. Lick in a circle. You're doing it wrong. Boo. Lick in a circle. Thanks. This is my time. Good night.
Silverman! Wow. I need a hug now. Alright. We want to thank you one more time for coming out tonight and supporting us and what we're trying to do here. We hope you enjoyed all our comics. Kate Lee, Chet Sewell, Sean Worley, our headliner one more time.
What?
Lost or not too long.
On Facebook, so from Facebook, friend us, laugh out loud. Come then next month we have our headliner Ian Harvey and Silverman for the Margaret Show. Who can guess who my favorite comic is?
I'm thinking Margaret Cho.
He